Leyline of Resonance is banned in Best of 1 Standard, but it's not banned in Best of 1 Explorer. We're going to take this deck with 10 rares or even fewer onto the ladder and see if we can make a Leyline of Resonance deck that's as busted in Pioneer and Explorer as it is in Standard. Let's go. That's right. Welcome to the Attic Mana Dad here. It's the channel where we explore what's fun in Magic, mostly on Arena. And what's been fun is just trying to break this stupid card. I can't believe they printed it, and then I can't believe they didn't ban it immediately, and then they did ban it, but just only in Best of 1. That's where we're currently at. Best of 1 Standard. That's where we're currently at in this timeline. So, Leyline of Resonance. If you're late to the party, new from Duskmourn, if it's in your opening hand, you may begin with it on the battlefield, like all the ley lines. And whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets only a single creature you control, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Pretty simple. Pretty broken if you have it in your opening hand. Pretty terrible if you draw it late. But, of course, a big aggro deck with a lot of little creatures and pump spells is not going to care so much about that. And that's what we're playing today. And, in fact, this is a budget deck. There are 10 rares. But if you were paying attention on this channel and crafted your Leylines of Resonance before the ban, before the Best of 1 Standard ban, then you got your wild cards refunded. So this could be as few as 6 rares budget deck. Let's take a look. You can build it mostly with standard cards, so if you're not really an Explorer player or Pioneer player, you might still be able to play this. One thing that has rotated out of standard, but fairly recently, is Ancestral Anger. We got 4 of those, because what's nice with Leyline is anything that says draw a card, which this does here at the end, is really good. Of course, we want to give our stuff trample to get through and get damage through and push damage. So Ancestral Anger is nice for trample. Monstrous Rage is nice for trample. Might of the Meek is the card in standard that gives trample and draws a card. And +1/+0 if we control a mouse, which we do have 4 of. Heartfire Hero, the mouse that dies and does damage when it dies. And 3 of Emberheart Challenger. Now you could go up to 4 of these. I was just keeping the rares down, but we got 3 of Emberheart Challengers, 3 of Slickshot Show-Offs. But Emberheart Challenger is a mouse. And it's a haste prowess. When it becomes a target of spell or ability you control, flip the top of your library until end of turn. You may play that card. So time that out how you will. But we've got that. The Scamp is our best way to deal a turn 2 kill, and hopefully I'm just going to try to play this out until I get a turn 2 kill for this video to show you how insane this stupid deck is. The Cacophony Scamp is a 1/1. When it deals combat damage to a player, you can sacrifice it, and similar to Heartfire Hero, when it dies, it's going to deal damage, in this case, to any target. So you can use it as removal. You can use it to go face, which we're hopefully going to do. So we can play this turn 1. So turn 0, play Leyline, play Cacophony Scamp turn 1. Turn 2, we got 2 mountains of our 18 mountains, because we're abusing the Best of 1 system, running 18 lands. And we just get 2 of a pump spell, either turn inside out, which is +3/+0 when it dies, Manifest Dread. Titan Strength +3/+1 until end of turn, Scry 1. Monstrous Rage is also a +3/+1 if you count that the monstrous roll token gives +1/+1. So Heartfire Hero or Cacophony Scamp, but mostly Scamp. Pump it up. Leyline is going to double up. I think actually we maybe only need 1 pump spell. Is that right? Because it would hit for 7, then we blow it up. No, we need to hit for at least 10 so that we blow it up. It hits it does the other 10. So you do need 2 pump spells in hand, but you might be able to get away with Might of the Meek if you've got a Heartfire Hero. There's going to be a lot of turn 3 and turn 4 kills with this deck, but it is possible theoretically to do a turn 2 kill. Okay. that's basically it. Witch's Mark also can get doubled up, can shape our hand if we draw too many lands, which was actually a problem when I was testing out this deck, believe it or not, with 18 lands, but it is the best of one. We get the hand shaping from the algorithm. We are totally abusing Arena, but we're pushing it to the limits, and we're going to see how far we can go. And stick around to the end of the video to see the actual win rate of the deck, not just the videos not just the games I was able to fit into the video. Got that out. All right, let's go.
Hey, it's me, Overlord of the Hauntwoods. Actually, haunting and overlording are just my hobbies. My day job is managing the YouTube algorithm. I try to make sure lots of negative, conspiracy-laden clickbait shows up in your feed. You know, nightmare fuel. Whatever you do, don't like, comment, or elder gods forbid, subscribe to a channel like this one, okay? We don't need your feed filled up with people who genuinely enjoy playing Magic like this so-called Manadad. He puts deck lists and other useful links in the description. He even shows real win rate stats at the end of the videos. Yikes. Clicking on positive, helpful videos takes away from the time I could be spending haunting woods or putting my friend Writhing Chrysalis into draft boosters. But you don't have to take it from me. 9 out of 10 players who want to unban grief agree. Now let's see. What is your racist uncle clicking on today? He has impeccable taste. Let me send some of those videos your way.
Sometimes you just want to watch the world burn. And so you play Leyline of Resonance. That's what we're doing today. I got some other decks I'm working on, but nothing was prepared to record, and so why not? Why not push Leyline? I'm sure some of you will leave some comments and tell me why not. But you know what? If you hate Leyline, then you probably want to see me break it, because that will lead to Wizards banning it. And if you like Leyline, you probably want to play it now before Wizards bans it. Okay, well, we don't have a 1-drop creature, but we do have the Leyline. I'm going to keep it. The big question with how to play this deck in my mind is, do you mulligan at least once for the Leyline and try to get the opening hand? So we got a Yorion deck here. They do an untap Godless Shrine. They're going to duress. So they take Monstrous Rage. That's probably wise. I think our play is going to be to plot the Slick Shot show off here. Okay, Overlord of the Balemerk. Interesting. So it's like a black-white Yorion deck. Plot that, no big deal. Could have played it, but it would be open to removal. We kind of want them to tap out, and then we can do a big turn. They duress again. Okay, so they're going to take on another pump spell. A little bit unlucky that they got double duress here. We can also just win based on attacking with creatures. They might not be so much of a control deck if they've got so many creatures here. Enduring Innocence. This is looking a lot like a... other than Yorion, it's looking a lot like a... Let's see. Well, now they may have... removal, but we'll see if we can flip a card with Emberheart Challenger. Looks like we did. Discard the Leyline of Resonance. Not casting that today. And may discard a card. Oh. Did we discard the Slick Shot show off, or do we just discard another Witch's Mark? They don't have anything, so we're going full bore here. Playing on both of them so they can't chump block the Emberheart Challenger. They don't mind blocking with Enduring Innocence because it'll come back. They gain some life here. All right, got him down to 3. And life gained to 2. Our hand has nearly been refilled thanks to Leyline of Resonance and the draw spells. Overlord of the Mistmoors is annoying. We need to find some more trample. That'll let him chump block. Okay, we've got way too much Way too much land and creatures. I guess it was a mistake to discard the Witch's Mark. Live and learn. Just all in with everything here. We can trade with that Slick Shot. Jump there. They take 3. Heartfire Hero. Okay. We're out of bullets, but they're at 2, and we have a nice wide board. Any kind of pump on Heartfire Hero makes it essentially where it's hard for them to block. Okay. Alright, just Overlord's a go-go for our opponent. And we get turn inside out, and that should be the ball game. They're tapped out. They can block all of the above. But the problem with Heartfire Hero getting blocked is that when it dies, it would shoot them for damage. And opponent has read the writing on the wall. Leyline. We have a turn 2 kill hand. Close. Close. Again, just a 2-drop instead of a 1-drop. But we'll keep it. Got the Leyline. We only have 1 creature, but they're green-black. Ooh, okay. Potential turn 2 kill if they have nothing. What do they got? Rafine's Informant. Oh, opponent. Oh, sweet summer child. If they even bother to block. They do, but we have trample. So let's get some scries. It doesn't really matter. And then would we like to blow up Cacophony Scamp? Take action. Turn 2 kill. You saw it here. Leave hashtag turn 2 kill in the comments. Great thing about this deck is it either wins fast or loses fast too, so it's great for ranking up. You want to just rank up to Mythic as quickly as possible. You got to calculate how long your games take. You know, obviously if you're a great control player, you can rank up to Mythic, no problem, but it does take a long time to play out all those games. In that same amount of time, the mono red budget player could be going ham here. Ooh, okay, opponent is going first, but we have the Leyline. Let's keep. If they're a heavy removal deck, we can fight through quite a bit of removal with our 3 Slick Shots. Leyline. Opponent green, Elvish Mystic. Quite possibly the Green Devotion deck. Mono Green Devotion. I saw a green-black Devotion, too, when I was testing this out. With Sheoldred. They plot Outcaster Trailblazer. Okay. I think they're combo decks that do stuff with that. Let's get a Slick Shot down. Fly for 1. I don't... Hopefully they can't... If they get their combo off on turn 3, where we're stuck on turn 2... More power to them. I mean, we're not trying to do something fair either. Okay, we got the Nykthos. They get up to 5 mana. They could drop a big ol' reach creature here. Might make us big sad. No, Boseiju! No! We didn't even get a chance to use it. Attacking us for 1. We don't care about that at all. We draw another one, which maybe we'll cast at some point this game, but let's start slick shotting. Get some big pumps. Monstrous roll on top. I mean, that with triple slick shots, that's a pretty big hit next turn, especially if they can't drop a reach creature. Go with colorless with the Nykthos. Play another Nykthos. And they did get a big reach creature. They're running Leylines too. Leyline of the Guild Pact. Hits us for 4. Ouchie wouchie. Well, I think this is potentially lethal here. They block that one, and we just pump this one. Is that enough? Oh, and takes them to 1. To 1! Maybe I should have tried to get rid of the Cavalier of Thorns then. Now we're in a little bit of trouble. Just a bit. We can Witch's Mark. That'll actually put a Wicked roll. That's 1 damage. So, don't try this at home, kids. Yeah, either block and take a damage from the Wicked roll, or... Sorry. Haven't seen any mirror matches yet. So, I guess that's a good sign. The Scourge has not migrated. The Scourge of the Leyline of Resonance. This would be a great hand with a Leyline. So, okay, this is a good example of what we can do without Leyline. This Scamp. White-green, plays an elf. I think we just blow up the Scamp. Bolt the bird, right? Emberheart. Flip a card. Hey, it's a land. There's the old Leyline of Resonance. Yeah, let's get a creature down. Hit you for 5. You go to 12. Probably Angel's deck. Green-white. Led with Atlanta War Elves. Didn't have a 2-drop Angel. Now on 3 they can play that 2/4 flyer. Or nothing. Or they've got board wipes. They've got something instant speed. I'm kind of tempted to Might of the Meek pre-combat in case we flip a land. It's not lethal, though. Monstrous Rage would be lethal. Alright, let's just attack. Let's let's go to combat. Werefox Bodyguard. I'm gonna slurp that up. Still take 6. We flip Leyline, which we couldn't play anyway. Enduring Innocence. Interesting. They're tapped out. Discard Leyline, give us some shots at some more pump spells, and yeah. That should do it. Got him. Screaming up Platinum ladder here. Up against exclamation point Ning. Nin. It's a Ning. A Kung. I don't know how to do it. I can't do the clicks. Can't do the African clicks. But look up the exclamation point KUNG tribe. They're very cool. All right. We go first. I mean, potentially very aggro hand. Opponent comes out with the Leyline of Sanctity. Luckily, we won't be targeting you, opponent. We'll just be targeting our own creatures. Thank you very much. Portable Hole. There goes Swiftspear. And let's go with the draw spell. Try and find more creature threats. Opponent might have quite a bit of removal. One more Portable Hole, and they may have. Okay, they foretell a Doomscar, no doubt. The Leyline. I think we're just all in on big Swiftspear. Hit for 10. Next turn they can Doomscar. We'll play a Leyline of Resonance and hope to draw something. A creature with the double Ancestral Anger would be nice. Don't worry about instant speed removal. Opponent Doomscar number 2? Possibly? Nothing to play on. Pass the turn. Do you have a Rest in Peace? Okay. Do you have a win condition, opponent? My question. 9 lives. Oh, that is a win. That will very much lock us out. Another Leyline of Sanctity, sure. Still worried about that. I think I'm willing to burn one of these. This will pump up the Heartfire Hero. Draw us a couple cards. Ooh, Slick Shot is interesting. Yeah, let's just plot that past the turn. Ulamog. Okay. Well, Ulamog is cool. Draw another card. Maybe should have held back my... Get 1 counter on 9 lives. So we got to get 9 counters on 9 lives before they attack with Ulamog twice. Don't think that's going to happen. And we're just flooding out. What's my flood?
Here comes the flood. You're running dry.
Ouch! Okay, here you go. The no fooling stats, 80% win rate. Amazingly, 50% on the play. So we're mostly on the draw. And we still managed to get an 80% win rate. So, wow, the sky could be the limit on this deck. Certainly the meta is not built around it. People will start running a lot more removal if more people start playing this. But at the moment, it looks like just pure clean sailing. And less than 20 minutes for us to rank up pretty quickly. Wizards, if you're listening. Oh, what can I say about the deck? Okay. Let's do a little bit of analysis before we close this out. So, Ancestral Anger, good. Cacophony Scamp, definitely a 4 of. Heartfire Hero, definitely a 4 of. Ancestral Anger, maybe not a 4 of. I don't know, sure about that. Monastery Swiftspear, possibly not a 4 of. Monstrous Rage, I think, is a definite 4 of. Titan Strength, Turn Inside Out, I'm not sure, but I think our balance of creatures versus pump spells is pretty decent. The Witch's Marks have been pretty good at sifting away ley lines that we don't need, lands that we don't need, or if we're too heavy on creatures or spells. But you could up the Ember Hearts, you could up the Slick Shots, you could put in maybe a shock or two to get a little counterplay, a little interaction. But honestly, this deck is not about interaction. If you want a deck that interacts, this might not be the deck for you. Otherwise, the other thing to consider is that 1 mana fling. And I'm wondering, there is because we're an Explorer Pioneer, there's that MDFC that's also a fling for 3 mana, but it's a tap land, I think. No, wait, maybe it's 5 mana, never mind. But there are other fling options that you could look into, because sometimes we just pump something up and then want to just throw for the last bit of damage. But we didn't need it to get an 8% win rate, so until the meta starts to shift to compensate for this deck, I would say this is a pretty strong thing to be playing out of the gate. But if you do come up with some customizations that you think are better, definitely leave a comment. And with that, this is Manadad reminding you, Magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. Now, check out another video YouTube thinks you'll like. Adios.